Actually, I need to... Wait. Okay, so I need to go into the options menu, and I haven't even introduced myself and it's been 2 minutes. Wow. Okay, so yeah, so welcome to the TimeTwister. This is the second, well, this is actually, well, Jak I was the first game that I've actually completed on the show. So yeah, I was going to play something online, but then I thought to myself, was I really feeling Overwatch? The question was, well, the answer was kind of yes and no. Like, I would have had to buy myself a PlayStation Plus subscription, and I don't really want to do that right now. So I said, hey, maybe not. So stereo, obviously. Turn down the music slightly. There we go. Speech. Yeah, I think that's good. Graphics. Screen should be already centered, so I don't have to mess with that. Game options. Vibration function. On. Subtitles, yes. Yes, subtitle language and English language, yes. So yeah, this was the first game that introduced me to the Jak and Daxter franchise, and again, this game has a lot of nostalgia attached to it, and probably because of that reason, this is one of my favorites. But obviously, by playing them over and over again, I have a more fondness for Jak III. Like, I love Jak III. And don't get me wrong, I love the other two, but yeah. So we're going to be jumping into it.
For every age, there is a time of trial. The rocks faced such a fire before they were the strength beneath our feet. The plants braved vast winds before their roots could give us life. As a sage of considerable years, I have known only one such great event. That the hero it created was a champion for all time. Today's the big day, Jack. I hope you are prepared for whatever happens.
I think I figured out most of this machine. It interacts somehow with that large precursor ring. I just hope we didn't break anything moving it here to the lab.
Easy for you to say. We did all the heavy lifting.
Daxter, don't touch anything! Though the precursors vanished long ago, the artifacts they left behind can still do great harm.
Or great good, if you figure out how to use them.
I've had some experience with such things. I know you can make it work.
Looks like Jak still got the mojo.
Interesting. It appears to be reading out some preset coordinates.
Look at that.
Finally, the last rift gate has been opened.
What are those things?
So this is how it happened.
Foreshadowing now.
Cannot hide from me, boy.
Do something, Jak!
What's this do? Or that? How about this one? Everybody press all the buttons.
What was that thing?
Hang on, everyone!
I want on this thing!
Find yourself, Jack!
Okay. I swear,
Ugh.
that's the last time I ever touch any stupid precursor crap!
There he is. Move in.
Step away from the animal. Forget the rat. The Baron wants him. We've been waiting for you.
Don't worry, Jack. I'll save you before you know it.
That makes me laugh every time. Wow. 2 years.
Dark eco injection cycle complete. Bio readings nominal and unchanged.
Well, nothing. I was informed that this one might be different.
He is surprisingly resistant to your experiments, Baron Praxis. I fear the Dark Warrior program has failed.
You should at least be dead with all the dark eco I've pumped into you.
What now? Metalhead armies are pressing their attacks. Without a new weapon, my men cannot hold them off forever.
I will not be remembered as the man who lost this city to those vile creatures. Move forward with the final plan and finish off this thing tonight.
As you wish. I'll be back later.
Ding ding, 3rd floor. Body chains, roach food, torture devices. Hey, buddy, you seen any heroes around here? Whoa! What'd they do to you? Jack, it's me, Daxter. That's a fine hello. I've been crawling around in this place, risking my tail, literally, to save you. I've been looking for you for 2 years. Say something, just this once.
I'm gonna kill Praxis.
Right now, we gotta get you out of here.
Oh, Manju, yo, what's up?
You can do it. Jack, easy now. Easy, buddy. It's your old pal Daxter, remember?
Daxter?
What the heck was that? Sheesh! Remind me not to piss you off. Come on, tall, dark, and gruesome. We're out of here. I brought you some new threads. Put them on.
I didn't think anyone would be
Do you remember how to jump?
up this early. Yeah, you wake early. What time is it actually? It's almost 11 over here.
Cursor orbs are worth a lot now. We might find a few hidden around, or get some doing difficult tasks. We'll be able to buy stuff with them.
But yeah, I've got work tonight, so I thought to myself, because I think I remember telling you I wanted to at least try and stream at least every week, and I always seem to leave it till
Tell me you remember how to roll.
I always seem to leave it till last second to do streams. So
Alert! Prison escape in progress.
Ooh, that's a high ledge. Try jumping once, then jump again while in the air to reach that one.
So probably after this, I'm gonna probably grab something to eat and go to sleep, ready for my night shift. Honestly, I didn't expect anyone to be joining my stream.
There are lots of Crimson Guard crates lying around for the taking. Break that crate.
I was lucky you got the morning off. Yeah, you did too. Look at me, this. Sorry, like for some reason this is what I hate about the PlayStation Live. Is that it cuts off the text from the side sometimes, as you can see right there. And I wish it didn't do that. I was lucky you got the morning off. Yeah, you did tell me. Yeah, it's good to be regular. Oh yeah, I haven't slept yet. I have slept, but like, because during my
You are in a restricted sector. This sector is on high alert.
during my birthday, like I legit didn't do anything, and I was gonna stream on my birthday,
Before
but
you jump, you'll go higher. You'll need a high jump to reach the top of this ledge, Jack.
I didn't want to stream on my birthday. I just wanted to chill, and I didn't
Jack,
do anything
your,
really.
Stuff.
But yeah. Honestly, but I did get some sleep yesterday, but I need more just to prepare myself for the night shift.
It had a health pack inside. Pick it up. You'll want to keep healthy, Jack, or who'll do the fighting?
Moving in.
Surrender yourself. You are under arrest.
Flank him. We're taking heavy fire.
Hey, as long as this is why you always wanted, like chilling on my birthday. Yeah, like to be honest, like
Rolling into it.
when I was younger, I used to love my birthdays because obviously you're a kid and you kind of, it's exciting. It's a day all about you, but as you grow up, it's just like a normal day, and you just stop caring about it. I think I stopped caring about it when I was probably 17 or something, and I was like, oh, it's just, I just get older, and that's it, really.
Prisoner on level 2.
If you jumped and dived, you'll crash down to the ground hard enough to break lots of things. Breaking stuff's fun, right?
I like the norm. Yeah, me too. More comfort in the crotch. You're busted. We're taking heavy casualty.
There is no escape.
But I remember I said I wanted to stream a online multiplayer game, but like something like Overwatch or something, or like buy Rocket League. But the PlayStation Plus like subscriptions is kind of like expensive, and even then I'm not quite sure if I'd want to use it again and play another online game just to have that subscription, if that makes sense. So I just thought,
We're free, Jack! Thanks to me. Nice to breathe.
I also hate the pressure that some people can put on you. Birthdays ain't nothing. That's true. Like, again, it was my 21st yesterday, and apparently your 21st is supposed to be your most important birthday,
Some fresh
and
air,
I
huh?
just
We'll get that Baron Praxis
didn't
going.
care. I was like, there's nothing really I wanted to do, so yeah. And then yeah, the PlayStation Plus is expensive as well.
Hello, strangers. My name is Core. May I help you?
You look like a reasonably smart man. I want information. Where the hell am I?
Sorry. He's new to the whole conversation thing.
Well, my angry young friend, you are a guest of His Majesty Baron Praxis, the ruler of glorious Haven City.
I was just a guest in the good Baron's prison.
Inside a cell or inside the city, walls surround us both. We are all his prisoners. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'd move on if I were you.
By order of His Eminence, the Grand Protector of Haven City, Baron Praxis, everyone in this section is hereby under arrest for suspicion of harboring underground fugitives. Surrender and die.
Excuse me, sir. Don't you mean surrender or die?
Not in this city. Protect us from these guards, and I'll introduce you to someone who can help you.
Go ahead! Shoot that thing! Shoot it! Open fire! It's that monster!
That was cool. Do it again.
Something's happening to me. Something he did. I can't control it.
Very impressive.
You okay, Jack?
What you just did was very brave. This child is important.
This kid? He looks kind of scruffy.
You are in a restricted zone. Move along!
Thank you for your help, but I must get this boy to safety.
Hey! What about us?
There is an underground group waging war against Baron Praxis. Its leader, the Shadow, could use fighters like you. Go to the slums, find a dead-end alley near the city wall. Ask for Torn. He can help you.
So
The city map is
yeah,
displayed in the lower right. Follow
anything.
the icons on the map to reach important destinations.
Can I talk,
Welcome to the
please?
city transportation system. You can hover in one of two zones, low and high. Try switching hover zones. Switching hover zones may help avoid traffic or ground obstacles.
Okay, so as I was saying. Wow, that's such a thing that I didn't realize that I was doing. But yeah, I just stole that. But I'm kind of like an anti-hero at this point, so it's all good. I was gonna say, so nothing new with you then, Manju?
We're looking for a guy named Torn. Core sent us. Are you Torn?
Maybe this guy's a mute, like you used to be.
New faces make me nervous. Word is you're out to join the fight for the city. You know, picking the wrong side could be unhealthy.
We want to see the Shadow.
Not likely. If you want to join something, why don't you and your pet go join the circus? Unless you've got the fur for a really tough task. Steal the Baron's banner from the top of the ruined tower and bring it back to me. Then, maybe we'll talk.
Patrolling Sector 9.
Wait, hold on. Probably my mic's not. That needs to be turned up a little bit. I don't know which ways to turn up. Whoops. And I was gonna say how nothing new with you then, like nothing new, like you know your job or anything. Or maybe I just need to speak more clearly, which I am training myself to do. Whoops. Oh, really? Oh, that's all. Wow, that's not what I'd like to hear. It surely can't be that bad. Oh, that sounds really familiar, actually. Yeah, it sounds like me and my job that I'm working at right now.
Exiting city.
Yeah, that sounds very similar to me and my job because like all the people there that I work with, like my colleagues, they're brilliant. Like I love them all, but damn it, like I just remembered I can't really badmouth it because it's a part of my contract. But if you don't know where I work, then technically can I badmouth it? Like a little loophole. I can't really talk about it much, but let's just say it sounds very, very similar. I can't believe, wow, how similar it sounds. But the job itself is kind of easy. It's just that they don't explain themselves like the managers. They didn't explain every intricate detail which I need to learn. And they just kind of threw me in the deep end and expected me to adapt. But yeah, wow, I can't believe how similar that is. Yeah. Oh wow. And the funny thing is that my actual, like, my colleagues are the one that taught me what to do, not my managers, which they should be the ones teaching me how to do things, not my fellow colleagues.
Guess you guys are in.
Wait, where's the exit? Oh, it's over here. But yeah, if I keep on making weird sounds, I'm drinking some champagne, and I think I told you before, I'm not really much of a drinker, and it's really weird to me and it tastes horrible. But I thought to myself, I may as well use it because I'm not going to use it in any of us.
We need to go back to the city, Jack.
I'm not going to use it in any other situation, and I thought to myself, I may as well use it while I'm streaming, and hopefully I get some sort of buzz, if that makes sense. Because, like, again, like I have drank before in the past, but I don't go out my way to drink because I don't know. It's just
Decontamination complete.
I don't know. Like, I just don't see the appeal of it. It's just not my thing. But yeah, it's disgusting, and I just thought it's just going to be wasted. It's just going to be sitting in the fridge, not being used. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, because it was my 21st, so my mum thought, hey, it's a special occasion. Here's some champagne. So yeah.
Suspect fleeing into Sector 5. Subject not in sight.
Woo! Being a big hero sure makes you thirsty.
The Baron turned off all water to the slums. He's willing to sacrifice innocent lives just to destroy the underground. I shouldn't be surprised. I've seen his evil before while serving in the Crimson Guard. That's why I quit.
You were a Crimson Guard? Well, that explains your charming sense of humor.
My friend in the Guard tells me the valve to turn the water back on is located outside the city, at the pumping station.
Outside the city? What about the security walls?
What about the metalheads? There ain't no petting zoo out there. Peeps be getting deep-sixed.
Find the large drain pipe in the north wall. It'll take you outside the city to the pumping station. Get to the main valve and open it. If you survive, the slums will be indebted to you. If not, maybe we'll have a touching moment of silence in your honor.
I'd like to give him a touching moment.
It kind of like baffles me, because obviously I was playing the first Jak game not too long ago, and it's kind of like, it's kind of happy and joyful. It's kind of like just very whimsical, and then this game, it just turns dark and edgy for whoops. It turns like dark and edgy for like kind of no reason at all, and it's just such a weird like transition. Like in the first few minutes of the game, whoops, freaking Daxter freaking swears, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, it's such a drastic change, which they, for some reason, they were like, hey, why is this sudden change? Yeah, but in the third one, they I think they noticed and they were like, hey, let's tone it down a little bit. And the third one, it's kind of in the middle. It's not too dark and serious, and it's not too joyful or whimsical. It's nice. It's nicely in the middle, which I kind of like.
Exiting city.
Jak! Those are metalheads!
Do you think there will be... Whoops. Do you think there will be a new Jak and Daxter? Like, everyone wants one so bad. Because there were only technically 3 in the franchise. But there was a spin-off as well created for the PSP. And I think that was the last one that we had. That being said... no, it's it's alright, don't worry. I should have been paying more attention. But, so in total, I think there's 5 Jak and Daxter games, and Jak and Daxter's also appeared in some spin-offs such as PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale and other spin-offs as well. But there've been like 5 like kind of proper games. But the funny thing is that Naughty Dog, the creators of Jak and Daxter, they did want to create another one in the franchise, but and I think 2 years ago, they released some concept art of the new Jak game, but obviously because of their work on The Last of Us and Uncharted, they had a thirst for realism, and it just changed so much. Like, they looked super realistic, and it just didn't look right. And like Daxter looked like Rocket Raccoon and everything, and I was like, whoa. And it was just such a drastic change from like the cartoony aesthetic which this game has and all the other games did. And yeah, they halted the production because they thought to themselves, hey, it doesn't have that appeal which it had before, and people are going to hate it because of the new style, and they just stopped working on it. But I'd love for them to make a new game, and even if it wasn't Naughty Dog and it was someone else, I'd be up for it, because I remember Naughty Dog, yeah, pretty much they forgot to do it, because I remember Naughty Dog, I think someone asked Naughty Dog, and they said, hey, if you had the rights to Crash Bandicoot again, would you take it? And they said no, because we're too grown up for Crash Bandicoot. And I'm just there like, wow, okay then. Like, if it wasn't for Crash Bandicoot, they wouldn't exist as a company right now. It was them that got them onto the map into making games. So they should sell it to Nintendo. Yeah, it's the same. Everyone says that Sonic should be owned by Nintendo because Sonic's games are very all over the place at the moment, and they should be in the hands of someone that know what to do with their properties. But yeah, like, I would love Jak and Daxter to be owned by a company which they knew what they were doing. Say for example with with the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy that was created by Vicarious Visions, and they've ironically made like Jak and Daxter games and sorry, not Jak and Daxter games. They made Crash Bandicoot games in the past, so they kind of knew what they were doing, and they did a really good job with the Insane Trilogy because they knew what Crash was and how it functioned.
The valve. Allow me.
Cutscene. I'll shut up for a second.
Don't say it. Don't even chuckle. Next time, you turn the valve.
So yeah, as I was saying, like Vicarious Visions, I think they made a total of 3 or 4 Crash Bandicoot games in the past, like after Naughty Dog was finished with the Crash Bandicoot franchise, and they were pretty decent. They were like really good. And
it's good to see you still alive.
Oh, thank you. But like right now, like say for example, with Spyro the Dragon right now, it was made by Insomniac. Whoops, wrong button. It was made by Insomniac Games, but they don't have the property to Spyro anymore. Whoops. And it's been given to someone called Toys for Bob, and they've been making Spyro games since Skylanders, and they understand how Spyro work, and they're doing a really good job right now with the Reignited trilogy which they're working on. So yeah, to kind of like wrap it up, I really feel that they should give the property like Jak and Daxter to someone else who would know how to handle it.
Greetings, great warrior. I sense there is a dark rage burning within you, and in time it will destroy you with its madness. Only the last power of the precursors can save you. Destroy my enemies, those creatures you call the Metalheads. Bring me 25 of their skull gems, and I will teach you how to control these powers.
So pretty much these guys that were in Jak 1 are back again, and they sound exactly the same.
But as I was saying, actually, what was I saying? I don't know. I shouldn't really be awake right now. I should really be asleep. I'm ready for work tonight. But oh yeah, I know what I was gonna say. So those guys I was just talking to, that kind of giant head. He has a his story is actually pretty prominent to the story of Jak and Daxter, but I'll leave it at that. Whoops, that was pretty good. Oh, thank you. I mean,
thank you, Manju. I'm glad that you liked the impression.
It really does a number on your voice, though. Wow. Whoops, sorry. So yeah, hopefully, I keep on saying that like soon I'll be streaming on the Switch, but like because with my job I get paid monthly instead of weekly, which normal jobs usually pay like weekly. So obviously it's coming to the end of July. Cutscene. I'll continue this conversation in a bit.
The slum's water is back on. I'd love to see the heads roll when the Baron finds out.
Yeah, I'm sure he's losing lots of sleep over this armpit of the city. We've done what you've asked. Now when do we see the shadow?
When I say so. If I say so. But before I even think about it, I want you to take care of an ammo dump we've ID'd in the fortress. Lots of Crimson Guards, constant patrols. We know it's vulnerable, and the underground needs you to blow up all the ammo you find inside. Get all of it, and we'll deal a body blow to the Baron.
You're sending us in, tough guy. So what's with this we'll deal a body blow stuff?
That's fine. I want the Baron to know that it's me who's hurting him.
So, yeah, so at the end of this month, I'll be getting paid. And, whoops, I kicked the car by accident. And, I'll be getting new gear, which will allow me to stream on the Switch. So when payday hits, that'll be the first thing I'm going to be buying. And hopefully, I'll be streaming on the Switch. Whoops. For some reason the controller vibration is going nuts and nothing's happening.
Unauthorized use of fortress door. Activating security tank. Oh, damn
Break
it.
those tubes in the center.
Yep. I remember playing this as a child. I was stuck on this part of the game for absolutely ages. Because the funny thing about this game is that the difficulty curve in this game is really insane, and this is like one of the hardest Jak and Daxter games to ever exist. In fact, it's probably like one of the hardest 3D platformers to exist, to be honest. And I agree, like, probably later on down the line, you're going to be seeing some, you're going to be seeing me rage quite a bit. Like, when YouTubers, like, say, oh, the hardest 3D platformers of all time, this is on the list a lot of the time. For good reason, too. I didn't even see you. I thought I killed you. Okay. But I do like a challenge though, so I ain't gonna complain.
Cool, that's a security pass. We need those to get through city checkpoints. Shh.
These barrels are the latest shipment of eco. The Baron says take them and get out.
metalheads in the city? Why are the guards giving them eco?
That must be the ammo when Mistletoe told us to blow up!
Warning, missile cooling systems damaged. Alert, backup cooling system failure. Emergency overrides initiated. Missile systems at critical overload. Failsafe not responding. Danger. Warhead detonation imminent. Evacuate immediately.
Or the combat might change more. Well, there is a new addition to the combat, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. There is something that is changed, but we haven't encountered it just yet.
This place has too much excitement. We need to move back to the country.
Seal off the area.
I think in the next mission, the combat will change. I think, if my memory serves me correctly. I could be wrong. It might be a few more missions in that where it kind of changes slightly.
The demolition duo has returned. One barbecued ammo dump, served up hot.
We saw something odd while torching that ammo. The Baron's guards were giving barrels filled with eco to a group of metalheads.
Really? The Shadow will be very interested to hear that.
You know, so far, your gigs have been easier than stealing grass from a sleeping yakko.
You and the rodent want to start proving yourselves? One of our suppliers needs his payment delivered. A bag of eco ore. Take the Zoomer parked out back and drive it to the Hip Hog Heaven Saloon in Southtown. Ask for Crew. He'll be there. And don't let the Baron's patrols stop you. By the way, when you get there, pump Crew for information. He's wired into the city and may know what the Baron is up to.
You can count on us.
Are you still here?
Whoops. Keep on kicking my vehicles. I need to stop it, because with this in particular, it can't take too much damage, or else I have to do the whole mission. Damn it. Over and over again.
Subject not in sight.
Jack, it's a guard roadblock. Get out of there.
Suspected known underground man. He's got a cargo. Move in. You're under arrest.
They've set up a roadblock. They're on to you.
Open fire.
Oh, that was close.
Surrender the vehicle.
Whoops. Well, technically it was
Let me handle
delivered,
this,
so.
Jack. Watch my finesse and style.
Don't forget to ask.
Everything's cool. Nobody panic. Hey, big guy. Your crew? Well, we shook the heat, and your shipment's in primo condition.
That's good, eh? Because a cargo of rare eco ore is worth more than 10 of your lives.
and of course, I'd be forced to collect slowly. The underground will take anyone with a pulse these days. And what we have here, the Shadow's mascot of the month. Ooh, soft. Zig, this fur would go well with my silk suits, eh?
Listen, tons of fun. Anyone can see that you, and I have the real juice in this burg. We're both players, right? We're both looking for a piece of the action, right? I think we can do business, right?
We did you a favor. Now it's your turn. Why is the Baron giving eco to metalheads?
Questions like that could get a person killed, eh? Zig, pay El Capitan here and his friend a bonus. If you want to see what that baby can do, try the gun course outside. Show me some skill with that hardware, and I'll hire you for a job or two, eh?
Interesting how big the map is. Can you roam freely? Kind of, technically, yeah. So yeah, this is the new addition to the combat. So we get weapons now. Whoops. Damn, it went dark. Yep. But yeah, so that's like the new addition to the combat. You get weapons in this game now. And yeah, you can technically free roam, but there's technically not a lot to do. It's only to get to point A to B. But let's see. Let's look at the map, and we'll see if I can explain it. So where's the map? Map. There we go. Okay, so that red building is where we recently just was, in that vicinity. But now we're all the way. Can I zoom in? I can't zoom in, but we're in where that plus mark is now, and there are like, so there's like this little yellowy greeny kind of like arrow down there. Them are like side missions that you can do to earn more precursor orbs. They were in the first game, but in this game they're a lot more rarer now. They're like a rare collectible that you can collect. And there's some gates down there. So there's orange gates, sorry, yellow gates, and there's a green gate there. And the more, because we got a pass in one of the previous missions, and that allowed us to get all the way down here, because up until that kind of segment where that yellow gate is up there, that was kind of blocked off, and it was only that small area. But now we can explore a little bit more, and the more missions that we do, the more areas that we unlock, and the more side missions we can do, and that's pretty much it. Again, it is technically free roam. You can do what you want, but there isn't a lot to do, should we say. So yeah, and the precursor orbs can be used to buy secrets, and what these, they don't do a lot. This kind of just like cheats. So for example, Jak now has a goatee, but if you liked Jak without a goatee, like in Jak 1, you can turn it off and on if you want to, and it's just like little bits and bobs. It isn't like big major stuff. It's just like little, you know, little bibs and bobs which will just change the game in silly and wacky ways, you know, nothing much. But yeah, that's about it. But we have a gun now, so let's test out this bad boy.
Hold on there. We need to teach you how to use this baby. The scatter gun is a good short-range weapon with a wide field of fire. To fire the weapon, press the trigger. Good. Some kick, huh? It's not the fastest firing weapon in the world, though. You can put your weapon away or pull it out at any time. Try putting the weapon away. Easy, huh? Now take the weapon back out. Good. You can find red ammo inside Crimson Guard crates. You want to try the scattergun course? Good luck.
Some cool changes. Yeah, it is a lot more it's a lot more in depth than the first game, I must admit. But so yeah, pretty much this is just like a shotgun which I'm using right now, and obviously you unlock more weapons which are like has better range and better reload times and stuff like that. But I'll keep it secret for now. I don't want to spoil it. Whoops. The only problem is with the gun combat is that you can't technically aim. So you have to point, you have to face the direction of where you're shooting, if that makes sense. Like, say for example, if you compare it to Ratchet and Clank, you can aim where you're shooting, but with this game, it's like, no, you gotta like kind of face in the direction where you want to shoot, which is sometimes really annoying. Whoops. 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 Oh boy, this is not going well. I've already met the quota, so it's all good though.
Congratulations, you achieved the bronze record.
Yeah, so I can go back and I can try to get like a better score. I think all the highest is gold, but I got silver. So there's like, in order, it's like passing grade. Then there's bronze and silver and gold. But I only managed to get bronze. But I want, like, my goal for this game is not. My goal for this game is not to get 100% completion, because it's not impossible, but it's next to near impossible to get like 100% in this game. So I'm not gonna even try to do it. I'm just gonna complete the game and that's it. Unlike with Jak I, it's a lot easier to do it. But with this game, it's like you have to be perfect in everything, and it's just the hardest thing in. Well, I'm not gonna say it's the hardest thing in the world, but it's pretty close. Game's lagging a little bit, wow.
Excellent shooting, Jak. Ever thought about being a wastelander?
Can't say that I have.
Oh,
Wastelanders find items from the outside the city walls, eh? Any artifact or weapon worth having comes through my hands. Work for me and I'll throw some of the sweet.
I hate games that do that, it's not fun. Yep, exactly.
Kill metalheads, get toys. Sounds good to me.
Slow down, Jak and a fat man. You two had better run that by me again, because there's no way I'm going outside the city to face more metalheads!
Sig will show you the ropes.
So you want to be wastelanders, huh, doughboys? Well, we'll see what you're made of when we get out in the thick. Crew wants some new trophies to put butts in chairs at the hip hog, so I'm gonna bag him 5 nasty metalheads at the pumping station. Don't wet your fur, Chili Pepper, because we're rolling with the Peacemaker.
Woo! I need one of those! Where'd you get it?
Don't ask. Sig needs someone to watch his back while he tracks the metalheads, eh?
We'll meet at the pumping station. Listen, cherries, don't you leave me dangling in the wind out there.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I just opened up my champagne bottle again, and I wouldn't expect it to kind of pop like that. And it just took me a little bit by surprise. But thank you for asking, though. And by the way, that guy we were just speaking to, his name's Sig, the one with the kind of like shark gun, called the Peacemaker. He's like my favorite character in this game. Well, my favorite character in the franchise. Like, I love him so much. Actually, the voice actor, his voice actor is, he does the voice of Hermes from Futurama, and he's done like tons of voices. He's kind of like a really famous voice actor, and I just love him so much. He's so awesome. He likes to call everyone chili peppers for some reason. But I don't know why, but I like it.
Please advise. Suspect's description.
Waiting for suspects.
Patrolling Sector 9.
So yeah, I think the two things you can do during like in between missions, I've told you already like one of the things you can do, which is do like side missions. But the other thing that you can do is obviously there's like precursor orbs scattered across the place. You can try and find them, but again, it's really hard to try and find them all, and it's just not worth your time and effort to try and find them all because it's just the reward isn't worth all the hassle, if that makes sense. Actually, I'll give you a demonstration of one of them right now. So here's one of the challenges.
Jack, this is Torn. The Underground needs good drivers for our vehicle missions. Prove your skills in the ring challenge, and maybe we'll let you in on the action.
So it's pretty much just like very simple tasks such as driving through all the rings or something like that. Nothing really much to write home about. No, I thought it was low. Okay.
Suspect moving to Sector 6.
Oof. Doesn't help with all these vehicles flying around.
Moving to next sector.
Whoops. Okay. I don't know why I hit. There's an invisible wall. Please jump off. Okay. I got a little bit stuck there. Don't know why that exploded, but it did anyway. But yeah, like the missions aren't nothing to write home about, unfortunately, but yeah.
Exiting city.
Whoops.
Hello, cherries. Ready to hunt a few metalheads? Follow me, stick close, and watch my six. It's gonna be fun. Here we go. Here comes trouble. Follow me. Get behind me while I toast that tank. This way. Toast those bad boys up ahead. Great, kid, great. Don't get caught. Did you miss me? Let's get across the bridge before they come back. There's our first target. Keep the other creatures back while I charge up the Peacemaker. That's one fried metalhead. Let's get to the next target. Take them all out! With metalheads, I say shoot first, ask questions later. Stay with me! There's the second scumbag, sitting pretty. Cover me! Boom, baby! One less metalhead to think about. Next target. Drop that lift cap while I hold them all. Jump up and grab the bridge to bring it down.
I know, I know.
Great. Watch my six while I toast this bad boy. The trick is to not hit the pipes. Now that's what I call blowing someone's mind. Waste the suckers! Gotta thread the needle this time.
Uh-oh. Oops. I accidentally hit him.
Metalhead flambe. Look out! We've got company! Damn! My gun's jammed! Take over! Get him while I fix my gun! Okay, the Peacemaker is back online. Let's move. Thanks for covering my butt. That was close.
Big gun, swag and attitude. Yep, he's the quintessential
Last
black
target,
character.
then we go.
Pretty much. I think that being said though, I think he's the only black character in Jak and Daxter. I don't think there's any others.
Say goodnight, baby. Boom! Home team 5, metalheads nothing. That was the last one. Tell crew we got them all cooked and canned. I'm gonna clean Peacemaker and pick up the trophies. You did good, rookie.
Okay, so something that I accidentally did, and I hit him, but he didn't attack back, because he will do that. So if I attack him now,
Buddy, you don't want to piss me off.
he'll attack you back. But because there were other enemies around, he prioritized the enemies before me. So yeah, he will attack you back if you do hit him. So yeah, like when I accidentally hit him, I thought he was going to shoot me back, but again, there was other enemies around, so he prioritized the enemies. He doesn't mess around.
Decontamination complete.
Seal off the area.
But yeah, as I keep on saying, I can't wait to stream on the Switch. It's gonna happen soon. At least next month it's gonna happen. When I get paid. Oof. Oh. Okay, I'm good.
You do well to rid the world of this metal scourge. As a reward, I grant you a dark power.
Oops. Oh.
I've got suspicious activity in this sector. Defy. This is a no-hover zone. Welcome. Nothing so far.
For sure, this is on fire and it's gonna explode soon, so I'm just gonna borrow another person's vehicle before that happens.
Activity in the sector.
I must admit though, even though I do really enjoy this game, it is a bit annoying having to go back and forward to just one place. Because, like, I wouldn't mind if there was things to do in the hub world, but again, there's technically only 2 other things to do, and even then it's like, ugh. Like, can we just fast travel to the places, please? Like, it's just, ugh.
Sector 9.
Yeah, it's the same thing over and over. I suppose you thought this would be fun. Like I said, I do love all the whoops. Why did I do that? I do love all of the games. Like, it is really fun, but just going back and forwards. It's okay. With the first game, it doesn't really have that problem. Whoops. But the 2 sequels have this problem, and I'm like, why is this a thing? Why can't I just go to the mission and just do it? You know, kind of thing.
You boys are turning out to be quite useful, eh? I have another task for you. The sewers used to be a fabulous smuggling route for me before the Baron installed security devices.
And before those late-night snack runs kept you from fitting out the front door.
I bet you've hatched another brilliant plan in that hungry little brain of yours. So, who or what do we have to shake down, knock out, or blow up?
Well, I need someone to go down and shoot every sentry gun in the sewers. And I'll give you a sweet weapon upgrade if you succeed.
Let me guess. Dank murky water? Reeks worse than your breath at an oyster fest?
Damn.
Fuller of metalheads than your plate at a one-pass buffet?
Damn.
And of course, weapons more lethal than your ever so tiny whiteys on a hot summer day. Look, Donut Hole, why don't we float around here looking hot and heavy, and you go roto-root the pipes?
We're not doing anything until you tell us why metalheads are trading with the Baron's forces.
I should have had you both kneecapped, eh? All I know is that the Baron cut a desperate deal with the metalhead leader. Metalheads need eco, so the Baron supplies them with regular shipments. In return, the Metalheads agreed to attack the city just enough to satisfy the Baron's continued rule.
Yeah, but how long can that deal last?
Well, the Baron is running short on eco, eh? And the Metalheads are short on patience. Baron Praxis needs this wall to keep in power. Otherwise, the city would put the true ruler on the throne, wherever that little brat is.
Daxter and I will clear your sewers. And we haven't forgotten about that weapons upgrade you promised in return.
Bloodsuckers.
This is Unit Alpha. We're en route.
But yeah, yeah, if they added more stuff in the overworld, it wouldn't be too bad going back and forwards, because you'd have that like little diversion to kind of keep you distracted. Like, I've never played Banjo and Kazooie, and I've never played Ukulele yet. I have brought it, and I probably will play it one day, whether it'll be a stream or I'll play it in my own spare time. They are open world, and they're there's tons of collectibles in Banjo Kazooie and Ukulele, and it keeps you busy whilst you go on to, you know, do main things, if that makes sense. But even games like Super Mario 64, where there's lots of different several objectives. Actually, no, even better. Super Mario Odyssey is a perfect example of this. Like, you have one main objective, but there's all these secondary objectives scattered around which you can do, and it can distract you. Where with this game, not like that, unfortunately. And I know it's probably slightly unfair to compare it to a game that's so recent. You know, and this game came out like 2002. It came out like how many years ago? Over 10 years ago, so yeah. But hey, regardless, it's still a really good game and I really do enjoy it, so if they were to make a fourth game in the franchise, in the story, it'd be cool if they, you know, got all the modern elements of 3D platformers and make like a perfect game. But Naughty Dog isn't interested in that, unfortunately.
Shoot the gun, Jack!
That's one ton of town. Keep looking.
But I think that's also the problem with this game, is that they try to adapt like GTA and stuff. This is the main influence. They influenced like games like GTA. You know, like, hey, GTA is popular. We'll make a game that's like GTA, but we'll still keep it a 3D platformer. And it just doesn't meld together well. Like, it's good in theory, but they could have added more to it. But I'm not a video game developer, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, damn.
Two turrets. Good work so far.
What's exactly the feeling you got in from it? Yeah. But as a child, I didn't notice these things, but then me and my adult mind, it's like, oh no, this could be better, but, you know, being an adult just ruins everything, and you become cynical with everything that you play, and it's horrible. Actually, funnily enough, the first game actually did this really perfectly. Like, you had a set objectives of collectibles that you needed to collect, the parasols, and it was in this like kind of sandbox kind of environment, and you only had to collect a certain amount of them before you had to move on. But it's funny that this game doesn't do that. It's just like missions, and you just do the missions, and it's just backtracking. Huh. Damn. Someone played too much Ito while working on this. Yep, pretty much. Damn it. That being said, ironically, which this is actually like, I think we're talking. I think we were talking about this before. Like, you've played TIE 2, haven't you, before? Or have you just played the first one? Like, the second one tries to adapt as well slightly and making it slightly open world. But even then, they make it fun. Like, that there's like this open world kind of like thing to it. But in between certain missions that you have to do, there are places where you can explore and collect stuff. And it'll help you, you know, complete the game by buying extra boomerangs and stuff. It's funny that Ty did this, but Jak didn't do this. This is really weird now that I think of it. So Ty did something that Jak didn't do. Huh. That's interesting.
Decontamination complete.
And again, yeah, like you said, it stayed to its lightheartedness. It didn't get too serious. Huh. Wow. I never thought of that before. Whoops. Because pretty much in this weird, like, I think this is just a thing that happens in games. Like, everyone tries to adapt off each other and try to make, like, games based upon other games. So obviously, like Jak and Daxter, especially with the first game, it tried to kind of copy off Super Mario 64, and it did that really well. Obviously, like adding a few new spins to it to make it unique. But obviously, the main objective of the game is to collect power cells, and them are pretty much stars from Super Mario 64. But they made it unique, and then they tried to adapt off another game, and it didn't merge well. Wow! And then Ty copied off Jak II, and it copied off Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that, because there are like a lot of similarities between all of these games. Wow! It's all coming full circle, and I can't believe I didn't notice this before.
What is that horrible smell?
Oh, great! We do your dirty work in the sewers and come back smelling worse than a wet hip hog in a warm barn. This could have a serious impact on the lady factor.
No. I think it was my lunch, actually. Nice work in the sewers, eh? I guess you're looking for that weapon upgrade. Well, there's a blaster mod stashed in some crates at the port. Find it, and it's yours.
Nothing so far. I've got suspicious activity in the sector. The blaster is a good all-around choice with a nice rate of fire. This weapon requires more aiming ability. You can switch weapon modes at any time. You can combo your attacks by kicking, then firing your weapon. Kick the first target, then shoot while kicking to automatically hit the second target. Now that's a Wastelander move. They won't know what hit them. You can find yellow ammo in crates. Would you like to test your skills on the gun course? Good luck.
Nice gun. Yep. This is like one of the fan favorite guns in the game. Because it's pretty much just like, again, it's like all around. It's good for long distances, and it's got a good fire rate. Just pretty neat. But like the other one is good for like, whoops. It's good for short-ranged enemies. Or like in the close vicinity of yourself, so this is just like pretty much good all around. Whoops. I'm not doing too well. Yep, it's like I said, you have to like kind of point in the direction that you move in to kind of aim the shot, and it's just, this game wasn't built for shooting, should we say. Whoops. Oh, God, I missed. Whoops. I didn't get bronze though. I just got the passing grade, unfortunately.
Care to try for the course record?
Okay, so this is where the game becomes more, like, it gives you, like, options now. It only gives you options to, like, main tasks and main missions. This one's closer. Cruise missions are closer, so, we'll, talk to crew again. And if anything, crew gives you weapon upgrades. So it's probably best to do cruise missions first. Whereas Torn, he's just... he doesn't really give you anything to do missions.
I have a proposition for you, Jack. Racing is the biggest sport in the city. Errol is the undisputed grand champion. He's crazy and dangerous on the track. My kind of guy. Only a fool would dare race against him, eh? And that's where you two come in. A client of mine is looking for a fast driver for her racing team. Here's a security pass to get you into the stadium section. And your contract with just a few trifles for me. I've already signed your name to save time.
We, the racers, hereby agree to give crew all proceeds from race earnings, endorsement fees, broadcast royalties, syndication residuals, vehicle sponsorships, small appearance fees, collectible card assets, fast food tie-ins, use of likeness rights, talk show deals, clothing lines, all print rights, including book, novella, comic, pamphlet, ticket tape, neon sign, and bathroom graffiti designs. Toy rights, shoe lines, mood rings, game rights. Game rights? Vitamin endorsements, city kickback movie deals, and of course, all death and dismemberment accident insurance claims.
We can work out the tiny details later. If you can get from here to the race garage near the stadium in less than 3 minutes, my client said she would consider letting you drive for her team. Make me proud, hmm?
Patrolling Sector 9.
I remember this mission being a pain for some reason. But well, we'll see. I'm going the wrong way for starters.
Sweeping for suspects. This is Unit Alpha. We're en route.
Whoops.
Suspect moving to Sector 6. Suspect fleeing into Sector 5. Here's some pain. Open fire. Suspect fleeing into Sector. Stop the vehicle. High-speed chase in Sector 4. Pull over! Get out of the vehicle!
I'm good.
Suspect in vehicle!
Hello? Crew said someone was looking for a race driver?
I'm busy right now. You must be Crew's new errand boy. Look, I don't mean to be rude. You did get here fast.
But I'm not interested in any new drivers right now. And I've got work to do.
Is there anything we can do?
No! I'm, working on a secret, vehicle project.
Okay, sorry.
Listen, if you think you've got the guts to race in this town, try taking my prototype jet board out on the stadium course. Beat the stadium challenge, and maybe I'll consider you for my team.
Okie doke, so.
Moving to next sector.
These types of missions, you'll see in a bit, are like one of my favorites in the game, and I think they only happen like 2 or 3 times in the game, unfortunately. But you'll see why I like it so much. Maybe like, so this will probably be like a. Well, he's been inspiration for 2 years. So yeah, with this game, it tried to be so many different games.
On and off the jetboard at any time. You can jump on your jetboard. You can get a higher jump by ducking before you jump.
So this game, she's gonna keep on talking.
A little after you've landed for an even bigger launch. Try getting up on that higher ledge with a boost jump.
So this game was inspired by several other games in the past, like GTA, and can you probably guess which this game inspired from? I'm on a skateboard-esque looking thing, so
You can land on a rail and grind across it. Try grinding on that rail. You can spin in the air, land a perfect 360 for a speed boost. You can do flips while you jump. You can also do tricks for fun. Try to put a number of moves together to get points. Get enough points to win the challenge.
Yep, indeed. So pretty much this is, I'm just getting as many points as I can by doing as many tricks. And it's pretty much is just Tony Hawk, so. But it's a little bit finicky.
Try to put a number of moves together to get points.
Developers are so weird. Yep.
Congratulations, you achieved the bronze record.
Good job.
And that was the mission. I'm done. I think there are several more which you have to use that, but they're not just there to score points. It's like a more in-depth thing, but yeah. I don't know, I love using the jet board though. Sometimes it can be a bit finicky, but yeah. Yeah, it does suck.
We beat the stadium challenge.
Great. People do get lucky. Listen, don't you have someone to collect money from or beat up or something?
You don't like us, do you?
You work for that slimeball crew. What's not to like?
Looks like you've won a few races.
Yo,
Isn't it true the
Noblix,
city
how you
champion
doing?
gets to tour the palace?
Yeah? Why?
Could you get me into the palace?
A friendly visit, I gather.
Yeah, I'm a real fan of the Baron.
Okay, I'll help you out if you stop bothering me. I saw an old maintenance elevator at the base of one of the palace support towers. That old lift might take you up to the palace if you can find a way to turn on the elevator's power.
House of Ma, Clan of Ma. Oh, is that foreshadowing there?
Roger. Continue our sweep.
Oh yeah, Manju, well, I didn't want to spoil it, but we may or may not be able to use that outside in the overworld at one point or another, but unfortunately not right now. So I'm pretty sure that crew is closer, so we'll go to crew and we'll do his missions, because like I said, he'll give you like stuff like weapon mods and actually no, I think Torn's actually closer, so we'll just we'll do Torn's missions. Whoops.
One of the Baron's mining operations is under attack by the metalheads.
That's not our problem.
It is our problem when the foreman's one of the underground's best informants. His name is Vin, and he's just valuable enough to save. Find the warp gate at the power station and use it to travel to the strip mine so you can rescue Vin's pathetic hide.
Hey, tattooed wonder, how come we get all the crappy missions?
Because I don't like you.
Fair enough.
Whatever deal the Baron made with the metalheads, the city's eco is almost gone, and his time is running out. If we don't get the kid back on the throne soon, there may not be a city left to defend.
So more traveling, back and forward, back and forward. Honestly, this is the only thing which I hate about this game. Apart from that, again, I'll keep on saying it until I run it into the ground. I love this game. Oh, I want that skull gem, but I don't think I can get up there. It won't let me to get up there. Oh, Plague! Yo! How's it going? I haven't seen you here for a while. Nah, it won't let me get up there. I wanna get that skull. Finally managed to get in one of these streams again. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? But how are you doing now? How are you adjusting, should we say? I'm not actually doing too bad. I've got work later tonight, but I don't know why I'm streaming when I should be resting, but you know, I just wanted to, because the thing is, I want to at least stream like every week. And I've kind of left it till last second to leave it till this week. So, yeah. So here I am streaming. I'm going good 2 days. Lots better than yesterday. Set tied in nicely. That's good to hear. It's glad that you're settling in so quickly. Well, that being said, I think I told you before, I've never, like, traveled anywhere, so I'm not quite sure if I'd be used to it or not, but I'm glad that you're settling in nicely though. Oh dear! Just yeeted myself off the edge. And I think that was my first, this is my first death, so yeah. Whoops. So yeah, Plague, are you familiar with the Jak and Daxter franchise at all? Not at all, first time seeing the gameplay. Looks super awesome though. Yeah, it is. Made by the whoa. It's made by the creators of Crash Bandicoot, so it's kind of expected to be awesome. But I was just discussing this with Manju. Like, the creators aren't interested in making games like this anymore because they make games like The Last of Us and Uncharted, and they're not interested in making games like with this cartoony appeal to it. Like they even quoted this. They said they're too grown up to be making games like this anymore, which is really a shame. So we'll probably never get like a another game like this in the franchise, unfortunately. But you know, hey, we're getting Spyro soon, so I think I'll be able to live.
Where's the army? Where it? What? Just you two? What do they think I'm worth?
I'm beginning to wonder that myself. If you want, you can stay here and be metal meat. But Daxter and I are leaving before those monsters get back.
Hey, I want to thank you guys for saving my butt out there at the strip mine. And we'd like to thank you for being such a bad shot. Oh, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm a bit jumpy these days. Jumpy? We hadn't noticed. Ah! A metalhead behind you! Ah! What the? Who's the? What's... Just kidding. Nice reaction time, though. Not funny! Those metalheads have been attacking our mining operations, and we're running out of eco. Eco power keeps the city shield walls up, and if the shield drops, well, we can all kiss our butts goodbye.
I've got a few surprises for those metalheads.
You've got to keep the shield walls up until the Shadow figures out what to do. My readings show a drop in eco flow at the drill platform. Probably some metalhead egg sucking away power. So use the warp gate to go to the platform and destroy every metalhead egg you can find.
Actually, oh, remember when I was playing, that reminds me actually, yeah. Remember when I was playing Skylar and Plux, and I said that this game reminds me of another game? This is the game which it reminded me of, actually. And that it was inspired off. Wow, that wasn't fair. Keep on forgetting that these checkpoints in this game are very relentless. Oh, we'll be going soon. Alright, thank you for joining me though, Manju. Like I said, I wasn't expecting anyone to be up so early. But even with that being said though, I'm probably going to end it soon. So I do need to get some sleep before I go to work. I'm missing 10 eggs, but I can't seem to find them. Unless I'm blind. Ah, okay. There we go. Oh dear. Oops. My bad. Didn't mean to destroy that. But doing hero stuff, I guess, you know, they'll be okay with me doing that. But yeah, I think I might leave it here now. Because usually my streams last like... Actually, I think I can view the missions. If I remember what mission it is by using my memory, I'll see if I'll continue it or not. No, it's just telling me just to talk to them. It's not going to tell me what the actual mission is. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. Again, like, what time is it now? Almost 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna get some sleep, so I'm ready for the night shift that I will be doing tonight. And before we go out, I did collect some more precursor orbs, so see what we unlocked. Mirror World, and that was it that we unlocked. Only a few more until Big Head mode, and then that's it really. Nothing really much to talk about, but yeah, I feel really dizzy. And I don't know why I feel dizzy actually. So long story short, Plague. Obviously, you already know this. I turned 21 yesterday, and my mom brought me some champagne, and I've been drinking it throughout the stream, and I feel a little bit dizzy. And I was like, wow, why do I feel dizzy? I don't know why. I think it's actually two things actually. I think it's because of the heat and because of the champagne as well. So yeah, well, and you already know me, like I don't really drink that often. If anything, I don't really drink at all, but my mom was like, hey, it's your 21st, have some champagne, enjoy. So go get some water too. Yeah, I'll be sure to get some water as well. But yeah, I will have to get back into Stardew again, because I do miss that game, and we'll have to continue where we left off Plague. But I wanted to, at least with this stream today, I wanted to play like an online multiplayer game. However, the online subscription to play multiplayer games is expensive. It's like £50 a year to buy a subscription. Obviously, you can buy like shorter ones, like a month or 3 months. But even then, it's still kind of expensive, and I don't really want to at the moment. So I just was like, hey, play another single-player game, which is pretty cool in its own right. So, but hey, I'm just mumbling on now, so we'll quickly save the game, and we'll call it quits. Until next time. But yeah, either way, this is like a brilliant franchise, and I wish this game had more sequels. But hey, but yeah, I'll speak to you later, so dude. Sorry, and yeah, well, you'll have to tell me in Discord, like in depth how it's going. 'Cause I would love to know how it's going for you, and how you're adapting to the new changes and everything. But yeah, that's it. So thank you for everyone that was popped by the stream and said hello. And sorry that I'm ending it just as you joined Plague, but but yeah, like I said, I do need to get some sleep before I go to work. So yeah, yeah, I need to get some rest. But yeah, I'm glad everything's going well for you though. So But yeah, I gotta sleep because I'm just gonna be uber tired at work. So yeah, so this has been the Time Twister, and thank you all for joining. I'm gonna go get some water and go to sleep. So thank you, goodbye, see ya. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I'm going, honestly, I promise. Okay.